Hi, welcome back to my channel. It's MZ here. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the Hexon 5.0 tarot. They're going to compare it to the Hexon 2.0 tarot. This was re-released not that long ago. It's been out for a while, and this one's just been released. So I just wanted to compare the two together so you can see the differences. And I'm quite intimidated because these decks are a lot. So let me just you can sort of see the size comparison already. Let's just see what it says anything different on the back compared to this one and this one. They got different quotes on the back here. And it's on this one, it talks about how it was out of print for a decade. And it says the Hexon 2.0 tarot features alchemical drawings that depict the interconnected histories of the computer and the internet, cybernetics and the counterculture, science fiction and science projections of the future, government and military research programs, social engineering, and ideas of the control society. These are presented alongside diverse philosophical, literary and political responses to the advance of technology, including the claims of anarcho-pragmatism and techno-Gaianism and transhumanism. And on this one, this talks about alchemical drawings braid together terrestrial and interplanetary technologies, synthetic genomes and geoengineering schemes, corporate technocracies and post-capitalistic cooperatives, mass extinction, tipping points, and animist awakenings. Each card presents the possibility of novel convergences across established and emerging streams of thought, from Earth system science, spiritual ecology, and nexus thinking to techno-humanism, solar punk, and speculative biopolitics. And this one says that by reanimating medieval hermetic diagrams as a living atlas of present crises and nascent hopes, Hexon 5.0 holds a lucid, liminal space where collaborative readings can interrogate unfolding techno-futures and envision regenerative pathways for life aboard Spaceship Earth and beyond. And in this deck, you get the cards, a collection of diagrammic posters, an essay by Lars Bang Larsen, and a guide for group tarot readings. So let me just open them up, because if you're not overwhelmed already, I am. All those big technical words. So you can obviously tell there's a massive size difference in these. That's the images on the front of these. I'll put my Hexon 2.0 back into order for this video so I can compare the two. And I was astounded by the size of these cards when I first got them out. They are huge. I don't know how well these will shuffle at all. Just look at the size of these cards. Absolutely huge. The size comparison between the 2.0 and the 5.0. Crazy size difference. And completely different backs. And they all come with different leaflets, like in the original. You get this fold out leaflet. And it's got a Lars Bang Larsen essay again in the Hexon 2.0. There's just an essay in here in this deck. And then this one is a different essay by the same person. So an essay by talking about all the themes in this deck. And on the back of this, you also get how to do a spread as well. I thought was quite nice. And also you get these diagrams. I think I'll have to zoom out a little bit for this. So you get 3 different diagrams, and they're very text heavy. So this is from the Golem via deep learning to machine colonization of the multiverse. Very interesting and overwhelming at the same time. Now on this side you have historical diagrams from science fiction via traditional knowledge systems and global futurisms to ethical meta-utopias. And that's what this one shows on this fold out sheet. Interesting, but I don't think I would ever fully understand this deck. It's very, very well thought out. And on this sheet you have historical diagrams, main diagram. And on this one you have surveillance capitalism via new countercultures of refusal to Web 5.0 and decentralized autonomous futures. That's what this leaflet looks like. Poster. And the final one we have that comes with this book, deck, sorry, should be a book to be honest, because it's so much to take in. This one is the mass extinctions via the climate crisis to cybernetic ecosystems and spiritual earth system science towards a return to self-regulating planet. That's the diagram for that one. And the last one on here is historical diagrams from the potential destruction of the universe via interplanetary ecosystem and psychedelic spaceships to astrocognition. And that's the poster. So now we dive into the decks. And I originally made a mistake in one of my videos on the Hexon 2.0. I thought Hexon 5.0 was a guidebook for this one, but it's a completely new deck. So my apologies for that. I really thought there was a guidebook coming out for this. But there isn't one. It's just a new deck, which I think is even better. I love getting new decks. So let me turn them over and compare them. There's no edging on these, and either of these decks. Just can't get over the size comparison of these. So here we both got the full here. I suppose you don't need a guidebook really, because there is a lot of text on here. And I think this is a very advanced deck, and I think if I ever pulled a card from here, I think I'd only pull one, just because there's so much information on each of these. There's the full. I really like the colours in this new deck though, it's very bright. Let me just get them all in frame. You can have a look at them all. Magician, climate crisis activists. So this is more updated, this version. There's more modern people in here. This one's got more like the older dates because of when it was made. But you got more current people that are in like public figure in this one. We've got Empress here, Astroethics. We've got David Bone for the Emperor here in the new deck. We've got Spiritual, Ecology for Hierophant. I really like the colouring on this one. We've got Gaia here for the Lovers, Noon Sphere and Anthropos Scene. I think these cards need a lot of Googling. You've got the Chariot here, you've got Norbert Weiner, and then here we've got Renewable Energy Technologies, Hydropower, Bioenergy, Ocean Energy. And here's Justice. One World Government is on this one. You've got Meta Law. And for the Hermit, we've got Traditional Knowledge Systems. And the Hermit on here, we've got Fyodor Kaczynski, the Unabomber. This one's interesting to me because it talks about all the knowledge systems we learn throughout our lives and what gets passed on through other generations. Very interesting. And then we've got Wheel of Fortune, got cybernetics on this one, post-truth politics, and post-truth society. Fake news, vulnerability, rumour bombs. Much more things that we notice today. And got strength, we got the networked revolution here, and this one's the reworlding. The Hanged Man, we've got countercultures here. And this one is got Stuart Brand, 1938. For death, we've got climate change, and we've got a figure here, Savanti Harkinius. Oh, probably butchering these names. On this one, we've got John von Neumann. Temperance, we have Web 3.0, Web 5.0. About how the web has evolved. Here we've got the devil, the controlling society in the original one, and this one's government and private space colonization, defense and space contractors. The tower, we have DARPA and INCOM, data mining, real-time feedback. This one we got Omnicide, global thermal nuclear war, runaway artificial intelligence, total extinction of the human species as a result of human action. Things that we talk about today and the future. Really interesting decks. I like having both in my collection because these still apply. This is more like an updated current events sort of thing that people are talking about now. And for the star, we've got quantum computing. This one we have complexity science and complex systems. And this looks like the back of this card that's come from this. And for the moon, this one has transhumanism. And this one's got techno-cosmic and techno-shamanic movements. And for the sun, we've got deep ecology here. And this one is an end to industrial civilization for this one. These both, for judgment, both have ethics. But this one's in more detail, much more different types of ethics, that not just the one word. I do like this one. But this sort of expands on it a bit more. And for the world, this one had World War One, World War Two, World Wide Web, or it could be World Wide War, who knows. And this one is astrocognition, study and thinking universe, the mind in universal context. Onto the one suit now. This one's got Richard Stallman on the original. This one's got Elon Musk. So current people as well as people from the past in here. It's called Digital Immortality. The 201s, this one's got Clodo, Committee for the Liquidation or Subversion of Computers. And 201s for the new one is Extinction Rebellion, which was founded in 2018. Extinction Rebellion is a decentralized international and politically non-partisan movement using non-violent direct action and civil disobedience to persuade governments to act justly on the climate and ecological emergency. And here's our 3 of Wands. So this one has decentralized autonomous organizations. It's just so much taking on these cards. Definitely very interesting deck. And I think a lot of research will have to come out of pulling just one card, just looking at the text and what's on this one, and then just reading up on all these things I'm not very well versed in. So yeah, this is very interesting. I really like this deck. The Four of Wands here. The Politics of the Forest, Symbiosis. The Five of Wands, got William Blake on this one. This one's got Jacques Ellul, French philosopher, sociologist. The Six of Wands. We've got the cybernetic ecosystems on this one. Please leave in the comments down below if you're overwhelmed, just as I am looking at this, because I definitely am. The Seven of Wands, we've got regenerative systems, co-evolution of the whole system. And we've got Alan Turner on the 2.0 deck. Eight of Wands here, we've got a Chinese science fiction writer, Louis Cixin, and computer engineer. Then we've got William Gibson on this one, older one. Nine of Wands, got LSD. And then for the new one, we've got 137, the cosmic number. Ten of Wands, we've got artificial intelligence, which is definitely coming up a lot now. Everyone's always talking about AI and how it's affecting things in our society. And in the 2.0, it's got post-World War II early computers. The Knave of Wands, we have futurisms. Future is constituted of difference and collectivity, decentering the cosmologies of the West and breaking with reproductive corporate futurisms and ideologies of dominance and control. You've got the Knight of Wands. It's all about the mystical nature of physics. This is so cool. Really interesting to read about all these cards. Definitely do a deep dive. I think it'll take a while to get my head around all these different cards. I really wish there was some sort of guidebook or something for these decks. So the Queen of Wands here, we've got the Cosmotechnics. Unification between the cosmic order and the moral order through technical activities. And then King of Wands here, got Marvin Minsky, pioneer of artificial intelligence. You've got Nikola Tesla in 2.0. There's much more text in this new one compared to this one, I feel. And here for the Ace of Swords, we've got Greta Thunberg, which is a Swedish environmental activist, which is like a recent public figure. And here for the Two of Swords, we have H.G. Wells in this one. We've got Edward Snowden in this one. Three of Swords here, we've got MK Ultra in 2.0, and this one is Interplanetary Ecosystems. Really like the colours on this one. Really nice designed card. And for the Four of Swords, we have AI influencers. And this one is World for Mental Federation Health. Five of Swords, we've got climate engineering and mitigation. And this one's got Don't Be Evil, Google. Six of Swords, we've got 6 mass extinctions driven by human actions. And on 2.0, we have Martin Heidegger. 7 of Swords, we have consciousness, models and theories of consciousness. And this one is about cybernetic seance. 8 of Swords, we have international government space agencies. And for 2.0, it's about United States Cyber Command. For 9 of Swords, we have dark matter, which is 27% of the universe, and dark energy, which is 68% of the universe, which is interesting. 10 of Swords, we have the technological singularity. This one's about DARPA. The Knave of Swords, we've got political ideologies. And then 2.0 says interplanetary internet. The Knight of Swords, we have I can't even say that word, sorry. Extractivism, there we go. This text was confusing me, the way it was done. I keep thinking there was Y's when they're T's. Don't know, my eyes. So the commodification of the earth, oil, minerals, gas. This one's business, international machines. The Queen of Swords, we've got ethics of terraforming, and this one's about drones. King of Swords, we've got scientific research organisations, and this one's about the 8 circuit model of consciousness. On to Chalices next. So the Ace of Chalices is about food production revolutions. And this one's about Henry David Thoreau. The Two of Chalices is about psychoactive plants, and this one just says Summer of Love, Civil Rights Movement, Flower Power. Three of Chalices, we got the Nexus Thinking, Nexus Action, and this one's about the astrolabe. I like that they're very similar in theme, but very different on the topics that each card is representing. So I feel like having both isn't like a carbon copy of one another, they're very different. So the Four of Chalices is psychedelic spaceships and interplanetary biosphere islands. And this one's about Castle Clock. Five of Chalices, we've got the Dark Forest, inspired by the title of Chinese sci-fi. And this one's about H.P. Lovecraft. Both about fiction authors. Six of Chalices, we have the human interaction with plants and other living things. And we've got dream sharing in the other deck. And Seven of Chalices about solar punk and hope punk. And this one's about a utopia. For the Eight of Chalices, we have Earth System Science. And 2.0 talks about the organic model of technology. The Nine of Chalices talks about the 3 laws of robotics, and this one talks about an individual that was involved with the social contract. For the 10 of Chalices, we've got Gaia here, the Never Seen, and then on this one we've got the abolition of work. The Knave of Chalices, we've got rewilding, And this one's about Ken Kesney. The Knight of Chalices is about a cyborg manifesto in relation to Donna Haraway. She's an American writer on biology, zoology, science, and technology. And this one's about Lawrence Jarak. I'm so terrible at pronouncing names, so sorry about that. And for the Queen of Chalices, we've got Octavia Estelle Butler. And this one we have Ada Lovelace. She is an African American writer. She was a mathematician. For the King of Chalices, we've got Ursula K. Le Guin, American novelist, speculative fiction. And here we got Anthony Stafford Beer. I really like the colours in this new deck. It's very bright. This one feels more doom and gloom in the way it's depicted, with all like the bomb smoke sort of clouds and everything that's in it. This one feels a bit more optimistic. The Ace of Pentacles is about the rare earth elements, and this one's about nanobar info cogno. Two of Pentacles is about the climate crisis organisations, and this is about the intercloud global data. Three of Pentacles is all about social media, the data industrial complex, and in the 2.0 it's all about the cybernetic systems of intelligence gathering feedback and behaviour control. The Four of Pentacles is about the metaverse, the sum of all virtual spaces, and in the 2.0 it talks about Tim Berners-Lee. The Five of Pentacles is about habitable planets. Say like Earth could not live there anymore. It's talking about other planets you could go to. It's interesting. And this one's about internet governance. Six of Pentacles is about extraterrestrial extravism. And the other one talks about Robert Oppenheimer. Seven of Pentacles is about scientific research organisations, and the previous one was about Whole Earth Catalogue. The Eight of Pentacles is about quantum futures, and the 2.0 was talking about the Soviet tyranny computers. You can see how updated this one is with all the new technology that's come out over the past decade, after this one was released, sorry. And the Nine of Pentacles is about agriculture revolution, and this one, it talks about computing. The Ten of Pentacles is about redeployment, and this one talks about Gerard Winstanley. Knave of Pentacles, the previous one was about techno-Gaianism. This one's about futurist, transhumanist, key visionary of AI. A lot of AI in this new deck. Knight of Pentacles is about Earth systems engineering and industrial ecology. And this one talks about Kurt Zadek Lewin. And for the Queen of Pentacles, this talks about surveillance capitalism. This one talks about electronic surveillance, but like it's a more updated version where everything gets tracked nowadays. Very hard to not be spied on by something or someone. And the last one is for the King of Pentacles, cryptocurrency. And this one talks about economic cybernetics. You can see like the updated, similar cards, not how they first started out, until like a more advanced, up-to-date version, because it has been like over a decade when this first one was created. So I really like that there's a more updated things that we can relate to. Things we're discussing now, like AI is a big thing at the moment. Everyone's concerned about the future of AI and how it's going to affect us as a society and everything. So I really like this deck that it will talk about topics like that. And I think it's quite a good way to tackle a subject with just using this card. So like, I want you to know more about cryptocurrency. I could just find the King of Pentacles and then look up whatever's been shown in here as like a start off point for research, if that's something I was interested in. And it's quite interesting to see how they put cryptocurrency with the King of Pentacles, and because the Pentacle suit is like the materialistic suit, like it's just very, very cool, but very daunting at the same time. So the Hexon 5.0 Tarot is now out if you're interested. I couldn't wait. I pre-ordered this a long time ago, thinking originally it was a guidebook, but it wasn't. I do love the Hexon 2.0 Tarot. So you can see from where we were like a decade ago to where like our society is now, talking about more technology, space, and the climate is more prominent now than ever. Everyone's concerned about everything that's going on in our, like there's actually laws put in place by other countries to like reduce climate change by being more environmental things that they wouldn't have even considered in the past. And it's just interesting to look at both of these together to see the differences and how things have changed. And it is kind of overwhelming, and also makes you feel a bit negative looking at these sort of cards, like looking at how the world is moving on, how things are changing, and it's just, yeah, it feels very out of my control. So like as an individual, looking at how the whole planet Earth is moving forward and like how society works and everything, it's very, yeah, it just brings out a lot of negative emotions, but I'm also interested to know about it as well. So if you're interested in them sort of topics and about everything like that, I do recommend both these decks. But this is the new Hexon 5.0 Tarot. I love both. I think they're really great, useful tools. It's totally different. And would you use it as a tarot deck is what I'm asking, because I'm not sure if I would. It'd be very interesting to pull a card and then just reading about it and everything. I just don't know if I'd use it as like a day-to-day tarot sort of reading. It's very intense. If you was going to use this deck as normal tarot reading, it was very, very intense reading. I'll probably get an existential crisis from it or something. But there we go. But yeah, that's the comparison between the two. Hope you enjoyed my video. Please give me a like and subscribe if you enjoy my videos, and please comment down below your thoughts on these decks. And yeah, I'd love if someone had more knowledge than me, make a video about these two decks, because I'd love to watch them, because I am not the most educated person in the world about these sort of things. So yeah, I'd love a more in-depth walkthrough. So if you're planning on doing that or know someone that's done one, please comment down below and let me know, because I'd love to watch that video. So yeah, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.